You saw Dilip Buildcon lose about 20% in the last two sessions. Rohan Suryavanshi, Director Strategy and Planning at Dilip Buildcon, comes in to clarify. He has been doing so over the last few days, but he's joining us to give us some more information on the rumors doing the rounds in the markets regarding Dilip Buildcon, and actually just clearing the air on that. Rohan, it's great to have you on the show. First up, can you talk about the auditors' position? I mean, largely there are a lot of rumors regarding auditors going away. Can you first clarify that aspect?
Hi, Tanvi. Good morning. Pleasure to be on your show as always. These rumors that have been going on, I mean, I don't really know how they start, but they're completely unfounded, completely baseless, completely false, and they're vicious in nature. But what we've done is, as soon as we even heard the first, rumor, we immediately came out with a clarification. We sent this to the exchanges. Not just us, even the auditors came out with the statement that they are very much with us and they are going to be with us even this year. Let me also tell you a bit about our auditors. Our auditor is Mr. Title, who sits on the board of Larsen & Toubro, heads the audit committee. He's the past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and he does audits for banks. So he's a very, very well-respected name on the street. He's served in many committees. So very, very well-known name person. And something like this is absolutely shocking to us as well. But I guess, in today's, day and time with, markets just being jittery, anything and everything kind of, takes off without any base to it.
There's been no disagreement or any kind of fallout with the auditors at all. I mean, you're saying that the auditors are very much on the roles of the company as well as they are to serve their due term.
Absolutely. And in fact, if you want, I would suggest you should even reach out to them and speak to them, because all these are completely unfounded and baseless. They've come out with a clarification. The audit has been fantastic. The company hasn't done as good as this. We've had a fantastic set of numbers. The P&L has been in the best. Balance sheet has improved. Our debtor days have come down. And there has been absolutely no difference of opinion between us and the auditors.
An official statement coming in from your auditors in this regard too. The second rumor, Rohan, which is a burning question, is to the numbers. Despite selling overall role portfolios to Shrem Group above book, why has Dilip Buildcon booked an exceptional loss in the standalone Q4 numbers?
So this is because of the Ind AS. The new Ind AS rule states that. So not only do we have some loss, but we also have some profit. So what happens is we have sold 24 projects to the Shrem Group, and it has been sold at 1.05 times the book value. Now, each of the overall portfolio has been sold at 1.05 times book value. Now, individual assets, some may be above book value and some may be below. So there are a couple of assets which were below book value or so, and others were above book value. So what has happened is a timing issue. Now, when we are giving out all these assets, now different assets were built at different times, and obviously their pledges and everything that we need to earn, we can only transfer them after a certain amount of time. So now it's a timing issue. The overall, when we sell the whole portfolio, there'll be a profit. But right now, because some of the projects which have gone out first are projects which we had to take a hitting, and because of this, the new Ind AS, this has happened. This charge will be reversed later, when the whole deal finishes.
Rohan, hypothetically, if you have to approach your auditors, will they be happy to issue a note that there is nothing wrong with the financial reporting? I'm asking you a direct question, but that's which is of immense curiosity. I mean, if you approach your auditors, will they be happy to issue just some kind of an endorsement of faith?
I mean, when they're signing up on the audited financial sheets, then there is no qualification in it. I really don't know the reason for this, but hypothetically, I don't think there should be a problem in that. I mean, it's all very, very, very funny to me, the whole way this whole rumors have gone about it. If an auditor felt that there was something wrong with it, he wouldn't sign off on it. So this is all completely distinct. But I'm sure he'll be very happy to do that.
Which is why I think a word from your auditors would also help clear the air, Rohan. Just on that second point of, reversing the losses that you've accounted for in your Q4 numbers, by when do you hope to do that? When can is there a timeline by which you would see these losses get reversed?
Absolutely, this year it will all happen because the whole transaction will get completed by the end of this financial year. Okay. So as different assets keep coming, going out of our books, it will keep happening in that scenario. So there are 24 assets. Now all those assets haven't gone out of our books, which is why there is a consolidation. Otherwise, small assets, the assets have started going out wherever we have been able to secure all the clearances from the NOCs from the regulatory authorities and the banks. Wherever we've been able to release all the shares, they've all kept on going out. And it's a constant process. As you may imagine, it's a very long deal. This was the largest road transaction deal that had happened. And Shrem is giving us equity for all these assets, and they're taking over all the debt that is on these assets. So once the deal is through, we won't have any debt on the consolidated basis.
Okay, and on that debt angle, the company's made 520 crores of cash flow from operations and got 570 crores from Shrem Group in FY18. Can you explain why the debt levels have still gone up? I mean, something that you were alluding to right now.
Absolutely. If you look at it, the company has overall grown its top line from 5,000 crores to 7,700 crores. So it's a 2,700 crore jump in our top line. Now, in this time, the only debt, we've invested in equipment. We bought new equipment. And obviously, you need some working capital. But even then, the only debt that went up was only by 250 odd crores. So which is nothing compared to when you look at the 2,700 crore jump in top line. Now, you can't do the jump in top line without buying new equipment. When you're doing road construction, you need equipment to do it. And our model is that we buy all the equipment that we use. So this is a very small, if you look at it proportionately, it has only kept on reducing. And if you look at my debt in the last 4 years, it's only gone up by 25% in the last 4 years, if you look at those numbers on a standalone basis. But my overall top line has gone up more than 300% in the same time. So we're only getting more and more efficient every year. Our debtor days have fallen down. Our overall working capital cycle has fallen down by almost 40 days. Even when this growth has happened, working capital cycle has fallen down by 40 days.
So my final question to you would be that, are you aware of any large institutional investors who've sold this stock down, or this is pure market adjustment? I'm not asking you to name somebody who sold out, but what I want to understand from you that this is just pure, market sentiment and market behavior, or funds are also now selling the stock out?
No, this is just market behavior and market phenomenon. I don't think so. There are any large investors who are selling out, because I've also spoken to our largest holders, and all of them are also perplexed as to why these rumors have been coming out, and because they've looked at the numbers and they're like, company has been doing so well, and this is fantastic set of numbers. What we delivered, what was the largest base in EPC companies, and there's the largest growth on EPC companies. 52% of growth on top line. Now this top line nobody was delivering, and in terms of that, and you're completing projects across India. So, all of them are very, very strong. And if you look at all the analysts and everyone who covers the stock as well, all of them also come out and, mostly everyone saying the same thing, that, the rumors have definitely gone around for whatever reason, I guess. But the company has been doing the best that it has done.
Right, Rohan.
Our credit rating has also been upgraded. We are now AA minus.
Okay, good. I'm glad we had this chat. Thank you for patiently answering all our questions, and thank you for clarifying them. So appreciate that. Well, that's markets. It's the mood, it's the opinion, it changes, and sometimes this kind of a volatility for a long-term investor always creates more like a buying opportunity. That is what the beauty of the market is. That if the bad news is temporary and if volatility is not permanent, when good stocks, good businesses go through these ups and downs, because market is an option-based market, the mood changes, then you should actually be a buyer there.
And there's so much that rests on perception, right? One little word out and it can just bring down the full house of cards. So, either way there is an issue going on in the markets where, there's a growing rift between auditors and companies in specific, something that we discussed yesterday. So, you never know, a slip between the cracks, somebody would have mentioned something, it may have triggered a domino effect, and Dilip Buildcon could have also fallen.
Mid-caps generally have been under pressure, so you don't know kiska margin tha, kaun HNI investor tha, kiska compulsion tha. But in a sense, the track record of some of these infrastructure companies in last 10 years has not been great. With the exception of 2 or 3 large companies, there are more stories of companies going belly up rather than companies which have really created wealth. I mean, keep the top 2-3 names aside, like an NCC, L&T, or perhaps Dilip Buildcon. But look at the track record of other companies where they've really destroyed well. I mean, IVRCL, Jyoti Structures. Where are these companies? I mean, they were these glory, the cult stocks of the last bull market, and now all of them are belly up. So markets know that once bitten, twice shy. Infrastructure accounting is a complex accounting. So, you want to just examine and you want to be careful rather than get excited about it. And that explains why markets are getting polarized and why the HULs and the Nestles of the world are trading at what really could be called as an infinite premium.